Panic attacks seem to come out of the blue, but honestly, they're days, weeks, and months in the making. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh, brain health coach, certified neurofeedback provider, and cognitive neuroscientist. In this video, I want to share with you the underpinnings of a panic attack that are a long time in the making before you experience it. So if you've had a panic attack recently, I work with so many people who they are taken out by a panic attack. They have to go to the hospital only to be told that everything's fine. It's not their heart. It's not anything quote unquote psychological. There's nothing physical wrong. But the panic attack was real. They experienced it. So what's going on? At the core of a panic attack is a shifted baseline of anxiety. So the way that you can think about it is kind of like a pot or a cauldron that's filled with water. And if you had no anxiety, there would be nothing in the pot. If you had a little, there would be just a little, level, just an inch of water at the bottom of this deep cauldron. The more anxiety builds up, the more water there is in the pot. Now, what happens with a panic attack is something happens, the proverbial straw that breaks the camel's back, and the cauldron starts to bubble over. That's the panic attack. The baseline of anxiety, it should be 0 or 0.1 because anxiety is pervasive these days. It should be 0. But instead, yours is at 9.9. Something happens and you might not even know what it is. It might just be a minor stressor. A minor stressor happens, it takes you from 9.9 to 11. It boils over and your system can't recover. A panic attack is your system not able to handle one more stressor. So how do you get there? You can get there from one major stressful experience, but more likely your brain has been held in a chronically stressful state for a very long time. So the way that I know this is I provide a service called a qEEG brain map. On a qEEG brain map, if you have had a panic attack, I can see that a person's brain has been stuck in stress activation chronically. Likely there's usually an aspect of burnout also. So the system can't handle even a minor stressor. It makes it go over the edge. The symptoms are very real. They are a product of autonomic nervous system dysfunction. In autonomic nervous system dysfunction, there are two branches of the automatic nervous system. One is the sympathetic branch, that's fight or flight. The other is the parasympathetic branch, rest and digest. What it means if you've had a panic attack is that you've been caught in fight or flight dominance. It's called sympathetic dominance. Your brain has not come out of that mode. It hasn't gone back and forth and balanced itself with enough parasympathetic rest and digest. So being stuck in sympathetic dominance, generally, it's a matter of time if there's a buildup for that anxiety to build up inside and boil over. Now, I always say the solution's in the problem. So if the problem is a buildup of chronic anxiety that has bubbled over, the solution is a reduction in anxiety and getting into that parasympathetic state more. It's usually difficult for people to get into parasympathetic at all, never mind chronically. Chronically would be you can go to a desert island and relax for the next 6 months. My husband always says that. If I sent you to a desert island, you come back fine in 6 months. I'm like, I know, except for I'm living a life where I raise 5 children, I run businesses, I'm keeping a lot of balls in the air, I'm juggling a lot of balls. So parasympathetic is getting into that rest and digest state more often. But if you want help in this journey and you want to learn more about how your brain is performing and see that chronic anxiety state, that stress activation, I encourage you to go over to drtrishleigh.com, check out the page on qEEG brain mapping. I think it'll provide a lot of information for you because if you've had a panic attack, it's essential that you bring your nervous system out of this autonomic nervous system dysfunction state for you to be well again, and especially for you to be well long term. Okay, I hope this helps you out, and I hope to see you over at drtrishleigh.com. And until next time, control your brain or it'll control you.